if you want to make sure that your Word document is consistently formatted, that is, using the same fonts over and over again, using the same font sizes and colors, all that type of stuff, then you need to make sure you're using your styles. Styles is a very fast and easy way to stylize or control the look of your document. Let's show you the two most important types right now. So here I have my Word document. You'll notice it from our last example, and you'll notice that all of our text right here, if I go into my Home tab under Styles, is normal. And that's okay. Normal's good, unless you need something to be a little bit different. So the one I'm going to show you real quick here, I'm going to put my mouse cursor in that first line. I'm going to choose Title. Notice that Title now has a much bigger font size. In fact, if I look at here, it's a 28 compared to my normal, which is 12. But you also notice my font under normal is Calibre Body, but in my title, it's Calibre Light. So this is another change. We changed our font, we changed our font size. We can even choose things like bold and italics depending upon what the style is. So now I'm saying, hey, this is my title. This is important. And I can define my styles if I'm using something like an APA style guide or an MLA style guide. I can say, hey, let's use this style. And now it's all formatted correctly. You might think, well, okay, title is good, but what about the other things like headings and stuff like that? Well, that's great. I'm glad you asked. I'm going to come over here to my physical characteristics. Now, this is a heading. Headings are meant to kind of like stand out. So I'm going to pick heading 1. And you'll notice that it changes color on me. It changes my font size. It's not as big as my title, but it's still bigger. It makes it stand out. My eye goes, oh, I know right where to look. I know right how to see this. I can do the same thing once again. Types of turtles. Heading 1. If I highlight habitat and distribution, you notice that I have a little pop-up window with styles, and I can choose heading 1. And I can go right on through this. Give me a second to move and do the rest of these. Okay, now that I have all of these done, this makes my text just a little bit easier to read, and I can go, oh, I need to jump down to my diet section. I can find diet real easy. Or, oh, I need to find my conclusion. Where is that? Oh, it's probably towards the end. There it is. I can see it. It's a lot easier for me to work with. That's the whole idea behind headings, is headings help you identify where a major section is. I'm not interested in this part, but I am in this. Let me skip over this part, jump to this part. Your eye is naturally drawn to things that are different. This is different, but it made it really, really fast. And that's great. But it's got another feature for you. And you can see I have heading 1 and heading 2. Now, I didn't use any heading 2 in this particular example, but you would select it the same way. But I'm going to come up here to my View tab. And under Show, my little subsection for Show, I'm going to choose to show my navigation pane. These are all of my heading 1 paragraphs. Okay, this is a heading 1. So if I want to jump straight to habitat and distribution, notice I'm down here in conclusion. Habitat, boom, right there. Conservation threats. And so if you're working on a document like, oh, I need to finish this section, or oh, I found some more information here I need to put in, you can easily navigate to this. Now, this particular example is only like 4 pages. It's not huge. But what happens if you were dealing with a 14 or a 40-page document? Recently, I was working on a document that was over 23 pages. Could you imagine trying to scroll through and find the section you're looking for? Like, wait, did I pass it? Is it already gone? I need to go back and check. That would be frustrating. This makes it so much easier. So the headings, we align this with the headings if we use an outline like you were taught how to in English class. And my subheadings, those are the sub-bullet points or subheadings that you find in that outline. My navigation will allow me for both heading 1 and heading 2, and maybe others depending upon how you have it set up, to easily jump to locations. So your headings become very, very powerful tool. It's why you want to use it. A lot of times people are just going, oh, I can just make this bold and I can just, I'll remember it's a 20-point font and I'll just go in and do this. And you do all that and it doesn't show up in your navigation. And so use the styles that are built in. It makes your life so much easier. Next up, we're going to be looking at how to do other types of styles. Things like list, whether it's a bullet point list or a numbered list, and other types of styles that you might find yourself using as well, commonly inside a document like this. So stay tuned for that in our next video that's coming up now.